In the world of martial arts cinema, few moments are as iconic as the battle between Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris in Way of the Dragon. This scene isn't just about action, it's a demonstration of the philosophies and techniques that made Bruce Lee a legend. Here, two masters face off, one known for his agility, speed, and fluidity, the other for his raw strength and discipline. As they circle each other, the tension builds. This isn't just any fight. It's a carefully choreographed duel designed to highlight the unique strengths of both fighters. In this video, we're going to analyze each move, uncovering the genius behind the choreography. Let's dive into what makes this fight truly unforgettable, one step at a time. The standoff, analyzing their opening stance. The first thing that stands out in this epic showdown is the contrast between Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris's stances. Bruce Lee adopts a loose, almost playful posture, always bouncing on the balls of his feet, ready to react with lightning speed. His approach is dynamic, reflecting his philosophy of being like water, adaptable and fluid. Chuck Norris, on the other hand, takes a more traditional stance. His body is grounded, his movements calculated, and he radiates a sense of raw power and confidence. This standoff is more than just a physical preparation. It's a psychological battle too. Lee's stance speaks of unpredictability and agility, while Norris's stance reflects stability and strength. These opening moments set the tone for a fight that will be defined by speed versus strength, adaptability versus power. Third, speed versus strength, breaking down the first exchanges. As soon as the fight begins, Bruce Lee and Chuck Norris waste no time engaging each other. Bruce's strategy is clear. He relies on his incredible speed and agility to land quick strikes and evade Norris's heavy attacks. His rapid kicks and swift footwork keep Norris on the defensive, forcing him to react rather than initiate. Meanwhile, Norris relies on his physical strength and precision. His punches are powerful and deliberate, aimed at overpowering Lee with sheer force. Yet Lee's fluid movements and ability to dodge and deflect most of Norris's attacks show his superiority in speed. The contrast between Lee's graceful yet deadly movements and Norris's grounded, strong strikes creates a fascinating duel, highlighting two different martial arts philosophies in action. One fluid and fast, the other strong and direct. The turning point, Lee's tactical shift. Halfway through the fight, Bruce Lee begins to adjust his approach. At first, he seems to be testing Chuck Norris, gauging his strengths and weaknesses with each exchange. But then, Lee shifts his tactics. He starts to outmaneuver Norris using his superior footwork and quick reflexes to gain the upper hand. Bruce's movements become more aggressive and precise, targeting Norris's vulnerabilities. Lee's decision to change his fighting style reflects his philosophy of adaptation. He's no longer just dodging and countering. Now, he's setting the pace, forcing Norris to keep up. This moment is the turning point in the fight, where Bruce Lee's strategy and intellect start to overshadow Norris's raw power. It's a masterful display of how understanding and adapting to your opponent can change the tide of any battle. The final blow, mastering control and humility. As the fight nears its end, Bruce Lee prepares to deliver the final blow. But what makes this moment powerful isn't just the physical act of winning, it's the restraint and respect Lee shows in victory. After a grueling battle, Bruce lands a decisive strike, yet he doesn't humiliate his opponent. Instead, he steps back, signaling that the fight is over. In this final moment, Bruce Lee demonstrates the deeper philosophy of martial arts. True mastery isn't just about defeating your opponent, but knowing when to stop. He shows humility and respect, not only for Chuck Norris as a fighter, but for the art itself. This scene is a perfect example of how Bruce Lee's martial arts were not just about physical combat, but about control, discipline, and respect for others.